I'm your dungeon master, I'm your guide, I'm your travel companion on this fun little journey.
I mean, I'm not the best at being subtle about it.
Trying is all we can do. I do not do stealth. I do not do it.
Kind of specialize in not being found.
Hello and welcome to Health Hits Experience, the used car lot where we sell you the worst cars that we can find. Every single one does not run. They are all lemons, but they look real nice, and one of them does have a fax machine in it. So welcome. Wow. Can I sell you a car? Yay. I'm your Dungeon Master, Brittany Lee. Welcome to the show. A couple announcements before we get started. If you haven't checked it out, we've got a whole bunch of links that you can see all of the stuff we're doing. linktr.ee/hhxp news. Lots of cool stuff on there, and you should go and check it out. First thing on that list is Gannon University Schuster Theater's A Christmas Carol staged reading. That is happening. Let me see if I can get the dates to load. December 8th through the 10th at 8 p.m. and December 10th at 2 p.m. So you got a couple more opportunities to see it. There is special guests each night, and you should go and see it. Very good, very fun. I have seen it, and 10 out of 10. Good job.
Super good show.
Super good show. Always super fun with Schuster Theater. If you also want to see other plays, you can see The Lion in Winter at PACA. Rob, how's that been going?
We had near sold-out houses for our first two shows, and the rest of the shows are selling like crazy. So if you're looking to see it, I would say get your tickets early.
Now. Get your tickets now. So let me see if I can find the promo. So Hammerhead Graphics, that is Jesse, who does our maps for the show, is doing a holiday special. So you can use the code HOLIDAY15 for a discount on orders of 2 or more items. So that is linked in the link tree. There's some pretty fun stuff on that store. Bumper stickers and keychains and pins. Lots of good stuff on there. I'm looking at it right now, and I need to stop actually because I'm going to start putting stuff in my cart. This is a problem.
Brittany, you're on stream.
There's a lot of things I can multitask. If you don't have anything to do on Saturday, December 10th, Ember and Forge Coffee Shop on 4th and State is celebrating 5 years of being in business, and it's going to be a fun day packed full of all kinds of stuff, including a latte art competition at 6 p.m. Where I shall defend my title. I shall be reigning champion once more, or not. I don't know. There's some new fresh blood in town, so we'll find out what is going on. That one's not on the link tree. That one is a freebie that I am telling you to please come and hang out with me during the day. It'll be fun and exciting, and everything is on the Facebook page. So just search Ember and Forge on Facebook, and you will find it. Okay, so before we get started with our game, I had a realization. I realized that on our YouTube channel, where you can watch our VODs, so you can watch recordings of the stream 2 weeks after they air. We stream live Monday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/healthhitsxp. We don't really have anything for new people on the YouTube channel. We don't have a trailer. We don't have a fun little ad. So what I'd like to do in the next 5 minutes is put together a 30-second ad that we can put on the top of the YouTube channel and that I can put on other places to go. Anybody have any thoughts?
Wait, so we have 5 minutes to come up with a 30-second ad.
I was thinking everybody can do 30 seconds on their own, or we can all do it together.
For the show.
For the show that you should be watching right now. That everybody watching live gets the opportunity to see us brainstorm live. Everybody else, yeah, you missed it. You missed it live. If you're in the chat right now and you have a good idea for an ad, I will give you 2 points if we say it out loud. Because audience points are still a thing, still happening. Let's go.
I say we just wing it.
Yeah, wing it. All right.
Like,
so
just like right now,
as a
first
group,
take,
first take.
no discussion, interrupt freely. Probably the perfect.
Okay.
I would say.
What do we got?
I don't know. I don't have anything yet.
All right.
All right, I got this.
Okay, Liz has got this.
all right.
Hey guys, you won't believe what I found on Twitch the other day.
What's that?
What is it, Liz?
It's this amazing new show that I've seen. They've got a few episodes under their belt, but they're called Health Hits Experience.
What's it
Tell
about?
us more, Liz.
It's about this wonderful, group of people who have all these different characters led by a wonderful DM playing Dungeons and Dragons, but it's in space.
Could you get more
space.
specific?
Should we get more specific?
Wow, Liz, can you tell us more so that we don't have to tell them more?
Well, it's following a group of space pirates who it seems like they just upgraded their ship, but they go around and currently they're trying to hunt down their mortal enemy who tried to kill them.
But Liz, are there space werewolf sharks?
There are!
No way!
Wow!
I've got to check this out.
This show sounds rad.
If you want to check out more, it's on Twitch, twitch.tv / Health Hits XP.
Check it out today for the low, low price of your time. I think we nailed it.
I
don't think we need to take two.
I think we nailed it. I think that this is gonna go up and be immortalized forever.
Thanks for doing that for us.
Yeah, thanks, Liz.
Good job, Liz. And in 5 more episodes, we'll do it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we should just come up with a new idea every week that we don't think about in the meantime.
No,
that
don't
we
think.
just pull out of
Absolutely,
nowhere.
do not think about it.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure it out.
You'll lose things.
No
Yeah, no, I don't
thoughts
want
about
it.
it.
I'm not gonna think about it at all. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go home and forget this happened.
Great, excellent. We should all be forgetting everything that happened.
We should all
Speaking
remember
of,
that.
speaking of forgetting things that have happened, why don't we recap what happened last session? I will give an inspiration token to whoever can tell me in excruciating detail what happened last game.
All right, Liz.
No, caller on the table for this one.
I feel like I've done it a whole bunch of times already.
If nobody else steps up, you get it.
I have premature Alzheimer's, so
I
I
that's your
literally,
excuse.
it's
Okay.
not really all that
I made
premature.
note of the spices.
All right, I'm ready. So anyways, we started blasting.
That's it.
We came up onto the asteroid, we blasted half of those guys, killed them, and the other 3 were like, whoa, we don't even know that guy. So we're like, would you like a new family?
That happens later. Y'all are like, in the brig you go.
Get the hell in there. Oh, I'm sorry. That was too much. Come on out.
That was mean. I'm sorry.
Yama burnt everything. And Cyrus tried to teach her how to cook, but got way too into it.
Yes.
But we got beans out of it, so that's great. Flux and Pearl were vibing together. Got a little bit of a bro moment. And then we
according to
dropped
Twitch
off
chat.
Randy.
Not according to the Twitch chat. Very true.
And I think that was it.
That's what happened. That is what you missed while you hyperdrive traveled.
You missed our little vignette session.
Vignette
Where
session.
we all just did
Yeah.
our own little thing
Yeah.
on the new ship that we got.
Everybody
basically.
did their own thing, and then you said, "Here, Magella, have this old man we hate."
Oh yeah, we completed our mission. Sorry, we forgot to mention that. We did the thing we were supposed to do.
But he did give us a stealth toaster.
That is true. We got a
Yes.
stealth toaster now.
The the rocket toaster
The
is
rocket
now
toaster.
your cloaking device.
Which-
I
Great.
told you it was important.
Well, it's clearly
knew we
important
needed
now,
The important thing is, it does still make toast.
and that's what matters.
It makes toast, but like over a longer duration of time, so it's really useless.
We all know that the best way to make toast is to just like slow cook it over a fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Toast. No, I don't want to think about that.
Just hand it to
actually.
Yama and it immediately burns.
She just touches it. She's actually a pyromaniac. She just
No, I don't
lights
think.
everything on
Pyromaniac
fire.
is when you set things on fire. On
I think she's a
purpose.
fire
Yeah.
elemental.
She's like
Oh,
accidental
I see.
fire elemental.
Okay.
Like half and half, like on her mother's side. Like
Goes back really far, matriarch line.
I don't want to think about her dad.
he's a really ballsy dude.
Some
Yeah.
people are into
He was
that.
into it.
He's a masochist.
But her mom was hot.
All right, stream's over. Everybody go home.
Hey, well, we're not topping that one, so.
We've already broken Brittany.
Why do we always start so strong? That's our problem.
Because here's the thing: is then you want to be able to get into the hardcore role play afterwards.
You're right.
We got to get our shit
You gotta
posting out.
Yeah, gotta get the shit posting out. Okay. Let's kind of jump back into it. So I kind of left y'all when you were leaving Nexros and you were flying back up to the Plasma Fang. So.
Oh, we were heading towards Dev because we knew
Well,
where he was.
you're not heading towards anything yet. You're getting
Right.
back on board.
We were gonna.
You're getting on board
Yeah.
the Plasma Fang.
The ship we left with the 3 new crew members.
Yeah.
Yep. You have 3.
No. We left a passcode on the ship so they couldn't pilot it away.
Yeah. Also, we left our 2 other abducted trusted crew members to guard our 3 new abducted trusted crew members.
Yeah.
And Ottawa's guarding everything. So
Yeah, we left Otto in charge.
It's fine.
Brilliant. Yama has a gun. It doesn't
Yama
work.
has
She
a broken gun. Okay, so this is what happens. So we approach back up on Old Bessie, land Old Bessie, easy peasy, not a problem. Y'all get off of Old Bessie, and there's a bit of a chaotic scene in front of you. So Yama is crying, and Schmel is sitting on the ground, and Quaid is trying to make Yama feel better. Quaid and Schmel both have coffee. Frax and Goose are on their asses and with a big blast around them. That's where you find everything.
We were
Like a
gone.
gun blast?
Like a gun blast, but not like they were shot, just like an explosion.
We were
blast.
gone for 10 minutes. Like, literally 10 minutes. What did you do?
Yama's just bawling, not having a good
Gonna
time.
look at everybody else and just go,
You're gonna see Pearl kind of like twitch a bit and then just immediately pull out her oil rag and start like
just the ground.
just trying to get the
The blast.
blast.
Yeah.
Like
Schmel, what happened?
So I'm trying to see if I can. He's sitting like this. And he looks up at you, and he goes, "It exploded.
What exploded?
The broken gun. The broken gun."
Whoa.
there's like, look, there was absolutely no way that gun could have exploded.
I haven't even touched it yet. I have no idea why that could happen.
there was nothing in that gun that could have. What? What?
Did Yama try to cook it?
No, she was like didn't know how to use it, and the 2 of them tried to fix it. And
Why?
Because they were trying to be nice to Yama.
We gave her a broken gun so that she wouldn't actually shoot them.
She didn't shoot them. It exploded. It they tried to and it didn't. That's not it's not how you fix a gun. But I
Okay.
didn't say anything. So
why didn't you say anything?
because they went so fast. It was just like a whole do you even know how to use this thing? And Yama being like, I don't know if I know how to use this thing. And then they were like, well, we'll see if we can fix it. And then they went bang bang.
Oh my god.
There's
Nobody is allowed to touch the ship unless you know how it works first, and this includes gadgets that are lying around, all right?
I didn't
Don't
I didn't touch it.
mess with them. This is going out to everybody.
Well, they're unconscious, so you might need to
Oh,
wait
shit.
till
I
they're...
thought they were just, laying there.
We're not
No.
allowed to touch the ship. Do we have to hover above the deck?
You're allowed.
Oh.
We're fine. It's not them. What is it, Cyrus?
no. Cyrus is just gonna look at Hieronymus. It's like, since you were the one who brought them on,
Technically, we all brought them on.
Oh my god.
you were the one who brought them onto our crew.
And they proved themselves to be very willing to help.
Quaid is like, they were trying to help.
Yeah.
They were trying to help. It's like patting Yama on the shoulder. I mean, she feels really bad.
By the way,
Because her gun broke?
because she thinks it's her fault.
also, let me get this straight. I handed Yoma a gun to make sure the new crew wouldn't do anything fishy, and she immediately let them take the gun.
She hears you and goes,
I think we need to, like, find some sort of, we need to make some rules, and also some consequences for if you break the rules.
I think we may want to train them if they are going to be on our crew permanently, just to prevent.
So
Yeah.
as you two are talking about this, you hear this beeping sound coming from under Schmel's ass.
What? Is he sitting on Otto? What?
Schmel, why are you sitting? Why are you sitting on? Why are you sitting on Otto?
Well, Otto tried to do donuts again, and I was like, you know what? I can't handle donuts in a bigger ship. I think I will actually throw up. So I'm just gonna.
Can I,
Otto.
can I see the little guy?
Well, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm just gonna go over and try to, like, just...
You're very close to Schmel's ass. Great, sure. You get.
Now we know why he's called Schmel.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at Otto.
Yeah, Otto is the timer is going off that you asked Otto to set
Oh.
a while ago.
Oh. Wow, that was, Thank you. I appreciate it, little guy. Gonna pat him on the head. You don't need to do the alarm thing anymore. Appreciate it. You don't need to do it, though.
Otto starts vibrating in your hands.
Otto, I think we need to give you a little bit of a tune-up. It seems like something's a little loose in there.
Otto stops moving entirely.
Oh. Oh.
Are you gonna behave yourself? I think that's a yes. If you try to do more crazy things with our new ship, I'm gonna have to rearrange the inside of your head, little guy. And I don't mean that in a threatening way, I just mean that in a, you're gonna have to get a little bit of a behavior adjustment. So, you understand?
Otto like tries to do the thing that like cats do when they're like in your
Worry
hand and
ball.
like trying to get out.
Just gonna just do this.
Yeah.
No.
Otto's trying to leave.
Just let him go.
Otto sulks away.
Aw.
Sarah's like, we may want to make him possibly his own tiny ship to
Or so we
control.
can just fly it around on his
Aw.
own.
That'd be
He can do as many donuts as he wants.
I mean, I could just put some scrap metal around him so he looks like a ship. Because he can already fly.
To prevent any more issues, so we won't potentially need a babysitter.
Yeah. Anyways, just gonna look over at the unconscious crew members and go, So what's our plan? 'Cause
So they're not dead, so that's good.
I don't think so. Although I don't think they're breathing. But I
Sarah's
also
just
just
gonna
don't
go
think
over
they do
and
breathe.
check them, I guess. Check one of them.
They're made of
Check one
rock.
of
I don't
them.
think they have to breathe.
See if they're
Did you get tired of us adopting people so you killed them
alive.
all?
No, they're alive. They just are the unfortunate victims of Yama's charm.
Are they like just in sleep it off alive, or do they need healing?
They're fine. They're actually one of them is like got an eye open. She's still upset.
He's just walking away from him like, all right.
So we're gonna go find Dev now, right? Unless you all have some crazy side trip we need to do first.
I don't believe so.
What Do you have one? No, I just thought I'd ask.
No, I was included in this. All right.
You've been here for like a week or so at this point, so you've been here longer than everyone else. So.
Seniority. Nice.
Exactly. Also, you have behaved yourself much better already. So.
Just here, my guy. Just here.
And that's a lot better than what Yama's been doing.
Yama's trying.
That's the problem.
All right, look, man. Yama makes a mean frappuccino. Do not mess with Yama. Do not put Yama into a depressive funk where she cannot provide me with coffee.
Okay, I can agree with that.
You know how moody baristas can get.
Yeah, I've known a few.
There she goes again.
I think we should go kill Dev. Because honestly, I'm tired of waiting.
All in favor of Devicide.
Right, okay, we're all in agreement then. We're gonna go kill a blob.
I like how the agreement is only 4 people. There's 5 other people around.
Yeah, well, they just got here.
They have non-voting stock.
They're not high enough to vote. Okay, great. So we come to this conclusion. I assume this means we're gonna try to get prepped for hyperdrive again. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to the engine room really quick. I'm gonna have to make sure the thing doesn't blow up or whatever.
I was just gonna first go check on Otto. To make sure Otto isn't too grumpy. Oh no.
So you move the docking panel for Otto to Plasma Fang. I assume kind of close by the steering wheel and the control panel and stuff.
Yeah.
Otto is not there. Otto is not in any kind of normal spot. But you get closer to the steering and the control panel section. And Otto's just kind of like rolling around on the floor. Oh no!
Needed some tough love, I think.
Cyrus is gonna pick Otto up.
You doing okay?
Otto like cycles through some colors.
Warm color spectrum or
Yeah, like
wintry
what
one?
do
No,
we-
it's the whole. It's like every.
Oh, he
it's-
just turns like full rainbow.
Yeah, full rainbow. Just does
Cool.
a a cycle.
We love ourselves some gay right robots.
Otto has no gender, so you know.
Yeah.
You were. We did talk about doing donuts. I know you like donuts. They are fun. I understand. But how would you like it if someone constantly did something that you did not like?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah! Wow.
So
It's like when a little kid's trying to talk to you.
Really?
Oh.
Why?
More.
maybe we can work out a different way you can do donuts so that you don't upset the others.
Otto starts rotating in your hand, like you're holding him, and he like does like a little spin, like in a way of just like showing you how the donut works, basically.
Hey, in case you didn't know.
In case you didn't know, this is how Otto would be doing a donut.
Whoever decided to make a sentient piloting system like this is a very weird individual.
I don't know if this is the intention of Otto, to be perfectly honest with you. I think plugging into old Bessie corrupted the system.
Maybe.
Oh no.
You're not supposed to pilot a fishing vessel.
But yeah, we like that. We can do that. But for now, can we get away from this odd planet that makes everyone feel slightly uncomfortable?
Can you roll me a persuasion, please?
Persuading Otto.
Yeah, I want you to persuade Otto.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna contest that. Yeah, absolutely. So you say this so gently and so nicely and in such soft tones that Otto specifically makes a color that he knows you like, right?
Aw.
I assume something to do with Trilix, something to do
It's
with
like- yeah.
you know, colors that you pick out with your trinkets.
It's like yellow and like a yellowish orange color.
Okay, yeah, glows like a sunset orange from every place that the lights are in Otto, and zooms out of your hand, settles into the dock, and you feel the plasma fang do like a you know, calibration for Otto to be in the pilot seat, and then it's just like so level. So, like, you're not really going anywhere, but, like, you can tell Otto is on his best behavior. Otto is making sure that the gyroscope inside is, like, and the gravity is on to the right degree.
He just
and
needed a little bit of good cop, bad cop. That's what it took.
Apparently. Okay, so, we are doing a jump, I assume, is
Yep.
what we're saying.
Everything good upstairs, Cyrus?
We are ready to go, yes.
All right, let me throw some levers and I'll tell you when we're ready to go. I'm gonna roll for this, I guess.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so
I need to
that's gonna be
tab
a.
how this works.
Didn't mean to hit that. 17 total.
Okay. What's our pilot roll?
Not as good as you would want it to be.
Well,
It's actually a 19 because we have a computer. I forgot about
yes.
that.
Well, add all of the bonuses that you need to add, specifically from.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was all of the checks getting a +2 and not just like one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 1 +2
Do
at
I
the end.
do I still get the normal since I'm proficient with the vehicle?
Yeah, all of your regular things. So
Okay.
Auto also, if you're making Auto part of this, I will give you advantage on your roll as well if you need it.
I'm gonna add the other numbers into my roll really quick.
Yeah, please do.
17, 19.
Because this is the fun part of D&D.
Love it.
This okay.
Okay.
Let me just say this too. Specifically, this portion is our brew. Thank you, Colorado Brown, for making us be able to travel through hyperspace.
Okay.
But
He's great.
It's
We
a
love
lot
Colorado.
of math.
Thanks, Colorado.
Thank you, Colorado.
So that would be
What'd you get?
a 19 total.
Okay. Everything else is up to 24. So quick math, that's going to be what, 43? Am I right about that?
You're asking me.
I think that's right.
You're asking me.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. 43.
43. Okay, so that puts us on target. From zone 5 to zone 3 is where we're headed. So that puts us on target. And it's going to be less than a day's travel back to where we're trying to head out to. And it's going to be 10 hours before we get there. Roughly
Cool.
about the same as last time.
Everything look good up there? Because everything looks good down here.
Everything's good up here. We're
All
clear.
right, great.
Hieronymus is holding a cup of coffee and says, "Everything looks good here."
Thanks for your input, Hieronymus. If you need me, I'm going to go be in the workshop. So, how far away are we at this point, by the way, Cyrus?
How far away are we?
So, describe for me once again what the feeling of hyperdrive travel is. What do you feel? What do you experience? We've got auto assisting now, so how does that change things?
So with auto assisting probably still being on his best behavior, it would probably be a little bit strange if he's keeping the ship completely like as balanced as possible, because it's you don't feel like you're moving on the ship, but the ship is very clearly moving.
Yeah.
So it would probably be a little bit weird if you were on the deck. I don't know if anyone would get ship sick, air sick, travel sick, hyperspace, like hyperdrive.
Let's find
Sick.
out. Hyperdrive. We've got 2 people currently on the deck. One of them is not unconscious. The one that was pretending to be knocked out is now in the fetal position. not doing great.
I feel like his eyes were closed and everything's fine, and his eyes were open and suddenly moving. Everything's not fine.
Yeah, this is not great actually.
I always imagined it would kind of have that feeling of like when you look over like a really high height and your stomach kind of drops out from under you. That's
Yeah.
always what I feel like it was. So you're just like, okay.
Okay, yeah, we're good actually. Looking up through the openness of the plasma fang and you see the solar sail up there, you just see like the world streaking past you, right? So like laying on the ground, your eyes closed, and then looking up and seeing all of that is like, oh. So
That makes sense.
there was a lot of that. Anybody else on the deck right now?
Yeah. 'Cause
You're
I'm
still cleaning.
I'm still cleaning it.
Do you think you get space sick? I mean, like, you're not going to have the same kind of reaction, right? But it's like, is there some kind of decalibration that happens? Is there anything that specifically occurs?
I imagine that Pearl would have some kind of like it's like those little gyro balls to try and
Yeah.
keep your equilibrium right.
Yeah.
It might like shift, and she's like, but then she's fine.
Yeah, okay, great. So we've got 3 people on the deck right now, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
how long was it that we have?
10 hours.
10 hours. If anybody needs me, I'm gonna go be in my new workshop. I got some things to work on before we kill this guy.
Okay.
Did you just say this like over the
I say it
loudspeaker
over
to
the
whole,
intercom.
the
Yeah,
whole ship?
in case
Great.
anybody needs me.
Cool.
I don't want
Cool.
somebody to be like, oh God, we need to make sure he's in the engine room, and they
Yeah.
go down there and have no idea where I am, because that's
Sure.
really bad.
Yeah, that is bad. That is actually bad. Okay, cool. Let's kind of do what we did last time. What is everybody doing to fill the 10 hours? I'm going to do this. Hieronymus, what are you doing?
If Hieronymus is anything like Rob, he's tired and is going to take a nap.
Okay, great.
I can see
10-hour
that.
nap. 10-hour nap. Let's go.
I imagine you in one of those like beach chairs where you're leaning back and you have like the coffee in one hand. It's kind of like a little loose, and your hands
Yeah.
are on the side. Like,
Do you sleep on the deck? Do you sleep in your quarters? Do you take over a plasma fan quarter? Like,
Sure, yeah. Probably the captain's quarters.
okay, great.
self-appointed, I see.
Well, I mean,
Self-appointed.
who else here has looked like the captain?
True.
Who else here actually has that ability? Oh.
So Hieronymus is just going to sack out for the trip because, you know, he's got to be rested up before engaging in devicide.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Great. Pearl, what are you doing?
After she finally finishes cleaning, she's gonna start searching the rest of the ship for anything else they might have fucked up in the 10 minutes they were gone. So she's like, these cups look like they're in different orders, and she'll start like rearranging the kitchen. And
Roll an investigation.
oh lord, I don't think I'm
Pearl
very
is
good
our
at
little
those.
OC diva.
Yeah.
I'm just really curious what you discover.
Hold on, let me. Someone stuffed like a single raw shrimp like in the vent, and it smells horrible now. And
How did this happen so fast?
we didn't even have any shrimp.
I wonder what happens when you steal somebody else's ship.
Those
maybe
damn
things are
space shrimp.
maybe things are weird.
Oh, that's a 21.
Oh my god. Okay, so I will let you tell me what you discover. I will give you the framework for what you discover.
Aside from the single shrimp.
You can certainly. Anything other than the gun exploding on the deck, if you are going into nooks and crannies, is things that the Plasma Fang crew did.
Yeah,
Because this
yeah.
was their ship. So the only thing that happened off ship was Yama and the Rock Squad had a mishap. That's all that happened. And Otto tried to do donuts. That's the only thing that
Yeah.
happened off when you guys were off ship. What do you find?
At one point, when the Plasma Fangs had their ship, they had an arts and crafts day, and they couldn't get the bottle of glitter glue open, so they just squeezed it and it into the ceiling. So now there's like a patch of glue that no one took care of because you don't see it, so what's it matter?
Yeah, they definitely seem like the arts and crafts type.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have time for yourself. You know, it's stressful being a pirate, and you gotta keep your crew happy. So, arts and crafts.
We would know.
As a matter of fact, tucked on the side of the fridge, there's like a really crudely drawn picture of the captain. It's really bad, but like you could tell they really put their heart into it, so she kept it anyway.
Put it on the fridge. She's like,
On the
"I can't."
side so you can't see
Yeah,
it.
it's like, no, it's right here.
I just want to make sure that we can, easily access it.
Yeah,
We don't want it to get damaged, so we put it on the side.
Yeah, 'cause if
Nobody
you leave it
can
up
ever
front,
find
then
it.
people like spill stuff. So it's
You find anything else, Pearl?
a single shoe. Someone's just walking around without their other shoe.
Maybe he has a peg leg.
Maybe he has a peg leg.
Pirates.
Can't find some dude that has a left foot but no right, so you got all these left shoes for no
Missing
one.
your soulmate.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with that one. Nobody come at me for that.
And then the last thing she finds is a secret little letter that was from one of the crewmates to the other one, because he thought that he was pretty. So. But he never gave it to him because he didn't have the balls.
He'll never get it. Now that we stole the ship.
Yeah. Do you put it in your tummy?
Yeah.
Great, in your tummy.
This makes sense.
Cyrus, what you doing?
Okay. Cyrus is going to start moving Trilix. Some of the stuff. There's going to be like an emergency stash on Old Bessie. Because Old Bessie, I have a feeling, if anything goes wrong, Old Bessie's always going to be like that getaway car.
Sure.
Like the beat up getaway car.
Yeah.
But he's going to start moving stuff out and like moving probably the litter box. The bed's going to be up still in the whole steering section with the computer and stuff. But he's going to stake out and take one of the other quarters and get Trilix all set up and get the food bowl and everything, and then take Trilix over and just like show him, how you do like with a cat, you show him where everything is.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
That's your whole 10 hours?
Then probably go to sleep.
Great,
honestly.
cool. Everyone taking a nap. Well,
when's the last time
TV
we've
time.
actually
True. We
slept?
haven't relaxed
True.
ever.
No relaxing allowed. Okay, great. Thank you, Cyrus. Flux, what you up to?
I have one thing I'm working on for 8 hours, unfortunately, because that's the nature of magic item creation. But I'm working on a little pendant that I'm currently working on fusing bits of metal together that we just have lying around, and I'm sort of shaping it into this little like tragedy mask looking thing that I'm like hooking up to a small metal chain, and I'm gonna spend some 8 hours working on that and enchanting it. According to Colorado, I have to make a check to make it work, so
Yes.
I'm gonna roll that check really quick.
Roll that check, please.
Okay, so plus my intelligence modifier. I missed it by 1.
No.
It's because it's a Tinker's Tools check, so that's a +4, +2, and I rolled a 6, so I got a 12, and I had to get a 13. So I think after 8 hours, I'm working on this thing for an extremely long time, really focused, kind of sweaty because it's pretty hot in here, and right at the end of the 8 hours, the thing just cracks in half.
Oh,
Just like,
sad.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back for Flux. He's gonna go postal.
Flux is just gonna like stare at this mask for like a good 5 minutes. Fuck it. Hieronymus didn't need a cool item anyways. Throw it to the other side of the room.
That guy's a dick anyways.
I'm gonna take out another project I've been working on, and I'm gonna start working on this long, like, series of metal discs that I've been putting together for a while now. So I'm just gonna keep. Basically, I just have like one of those like welding masks on, and
Yeah.
I'm just in there for the next 2 hours, like,
Yeah.
bullshit, fucking magic garbage.
We don't need magic. I've
Poor
got real
baby.
skills.
It's,
Okay.
it's me and Hieronymus. We just cannot be friends. It's not
I'm
allowed.
getting the
The
get
universe
along
does
shirt.
not
Game
want it.
said no.
Game said maybe an opportunity later. Maybe
Who
an
knows, man?
opportunity Later. Okay, so that's what the main crew is doing. As far as our 5 crew members.
Oh boy.
Oh, Boise. The Rock Squad is okay. They get up eventually.
I love that they're called the Rock Squad.
I have to come up with something.
They should be in a band.
They are in a band, actually.
Oh my god.
But it's a country band.
Oh gosh.
It's actually an experimental noise band.
Oh.
And surprisingly, kind of good. Schmel joins in with a borrowed violin from Pearl.
Nice.
While everyone was trying
To sleep. No, the volume is low.
Okay.
The volume is low, and they're on deck, and you guys are below deck. So there's like a weird, the style of lo-fi that you would put on to go to sleep, but every so often there's like a sound, like part of it.
Flux has earplugs in.
So there is that Yama is trying to is in the kitchen for most of the time.
Why?
She's trying to figure it out. She's not making anything. She's
Well,
just
there's-
staring at things.
There's not really that much.
There's nothing left to make, but she's looking at the things. She's searching for instruction manuals.
After
She's
killing
trying
Dev, we
her
need to
best.
celebratorily go get food.
Get food, get takeout.
We should just get a bunch of frozen stuff. It's not worth like putting stuff together.
And that's what everybody on deck is doing. So the 10 hours come up, and you find yourself somewhere around the airspace of Memnis. So that is where the Rock Squad told you to go. Well, that is the bulk of the information you got, because most of it was under duress. So, if we want to do anything else, any other information we want to grab, now is a better time.
We probably should.
Sorry, I was gonna look at Hieronymus. If you want to know where we're going, you might want to ask the new guy. Where
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
sure. So yeah, Hieronymus, after he wakes up, stops by the galley and gets a nice burnt rock hard bagel.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing new has been made. It's just
No.
still on the table.
Still there because nobody
Yeah.
else has eaten it except
Yeah.
for Hieronymus. So in fact, he grabs a few of them because he figures guys made out of rocks probably don't mind overburnt hard bagels.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Yep. Heads over. Hey guys, we got some breakfast for you here. We need to sit down and chat about this whole Memnis planet thing and where we're gonna find Dev.
So what's the?
You
what's
like
the
bagels?
plan? No, I'm watching my figure. Can't you tell?
I think the gluten's all been burned out of them. So
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll save it for later.
all right.
Yeah. So what's the plan here?
Well, that's what I need to talk to you about here because we know that this is where you guys were supposed to bring crazy engineer guy, not our crazy engineer, the other crazy Randy, crazy engineer guy. And so where were you supposed to take him, and what was the handoff protocol supposed to be? Because we're probably going to slip in there and operate off of that.
Okay. Well, first, let me just say, we were going to go back in the vehicle we came in. And
Yeah.
we did blow that up.
That is true.
Gone.
Right.
So.
That was an oversight on our part, so we are going to have to improvise on the plan.
Well, so the thing about it is, Dev's place, pretty well protected in the airspace.
Yeah.
So you're probably gonna get shot out of the sky, if you fly over.
Great.
But if you wanted to just like walk to it, there's a nearby abandoned mining town. You could just park there and just. It's really not that. It's just there's just a fence around it because mostly people come from the sky, and it's like this whole planet is like not really meant for.
It's reminding me a lot of Randy's place, like we have reused assets.
Looks exactly identical. There's like a warning sign that's perfectly the same.
It's different color though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, yeah. So, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just walk through the abandoned mining town, and then go through the jungle and just.
So wait, so there's a fence and a jungle?
Well, that's why he doesn't. The fence is really there for show. That's because there's a whole jungle in the way. Most people aren't going through the jungle to get to him. So he kind of thinks that's just will deter everybody from.
So the fence will deter people from getting into the jungle, and then the jungle kills
no,
people.
No, the fence is after the jungle.
Oh, so you got jungle. So you got mining town.
Yeah.
Then you got jungle. Then you got a fence. Then you got Dev's place.
Yes.
All right. So, so Hieronymus will, of course, relate this to the rest of the crew in real time using our advanced communication system that we have.
Wow. It's so exciting. Great. So what does that mean?
So, I'm looking up how the cloaking system works, and I'm thinking, I don't think I want to test that out against a battery of anti-aircraft weaponry.
Sure.
Probably have radar.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so we're not testing out the cloaking device.
Perhaps not at this time.
Okay.
Why don't I'm gonna talk into our little communicators. We should probably all meet on the deck and talk about this. Yeah. Discuss a plan.
Sure.
It's very crackly through these radios.
I mean, the checks, yeah.
Real quick question. Cyrus, you passed out the communicators, yeah? Who did you give them to?
So, one to each of the main crew members, and then one to Schmel and one to Yama.
Okay. All right.
The other ones don't have it yet just because he hasn't even had a conversation with them
No,
yet.
that's fine. When you first used them, Yama shrieks. He's very scared. And Schmel, starts talking in radio terms. 10-4, copy that. On my way.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Breaker 1-9, breaker 1-9.
That's not what a security guard would use.
He's using 1970s CB lingo.
No, he's saying 10-4 like a good radio person. I have training in this. I went to film school. Okay, so everybody's back up on deck?
Yep.
Cool.
So we can see the planet now? Are we close enough to see it?
Yeah, you can see it. You're general area.
So, I mean, what do you think is the best way to approach this? Probably from the ground. We don't want to go from the sky. Get destroyed really fast.
Yeah. I don't know how robust the space toaster cloaking device is. So.
Well, I mean, we should probably use it at least to get close to the planet. I mean, even if they have sensors of some sort, it's probably pretty close range. I can't imagine it's global scale.
Great.
That would be actually insane. Other than that, though, I mean, we sort of discussed a few different plans last time before we.
There's apparently an abandoned mine, and then a jungle, and then a fence. So
we're gonna go by foot. And are we just going in with the plasma fang, or are we gonna leave the plasma fang in orbit?
I feel like the plasma fang may be a little bit too
conspicuous,
recognizable and conspicuous. A random fishing vessel wouldn't be too unusual to land on a random planet.
That makes sense. We were discussing something last time before we took that whole hyperdrive trip. We were discussing the idea of causing a distraction so that we can get in easier. I mean, if we leave the plasma fang in orbit, I mean, it can still fire down upon where that base is from orbit. I'm not sure the effect of it, but it'll at least cause a light show.
That could result in the plasma fang being
destroyed.
destroyed.
That's honestly my biggest complaint with that whole thing.
You came up with this plan.
We talked about it last time.
You seemed both pro and against in that sentence. I just wanted to make
No, I know. I
Okay.
wanted to say that this is a plan that we talked about, and I think it's a bad idea.
Got it. Okay,
Just
cool.
wanted to put it out
Right,
there.
excellent. I'm not here for plans. I'm here to help with whatever you need.
Are you coming in with us to kill this guy?
I can.
I mean, I think that would be helpful.
See Yama in the back. I can't.
I know.
Thank you.
The ground is probably the safest option.
Yeah.
Do we want to cloak the ship up here and then go down in ours? So
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Have we checked out the cloaking device yet?
I've looked it over, but like only once. I just took Randy's word for some stupid reason.
I mean, listen, if an ex-Solarian SEAL wants him, I'm sure he's got something under his belt.
Yeah, I should probably give it a look.
Okay.
Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go look at the rocket toaster.
Yeah, look at the rocket toaster.
Rocket Toaster 2.0.
Well, it's the same rocket toaster.
Go into the engine room and see where it's just like haphazardly hooked up to the wall, and I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, well,
Roll an investigation.
Don't roll.
16.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, 14.
14. Eh. Yeah, my whole answer changes. No.
Sometimes 15's the DC. I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to get an idea of how much you parse from it. Like, you're still going to parse information regardless. You recognize it's the same rocket toaster. You recognize that it no longer is going to rocket anywhere.
Oh, good.
Oh.
What's the point?
Because now...
okay. I see, he loaded a disk drive into where the toast went.
And what this cloaking device is going to do is it's going to basically create this image on scanning of like you don't exist at all. With what Magella told you last time, the way that cloaking devices work is they all have to be registered. So like a Zolarian ship will recognize when another Zolarian ship is in range and not shoot them because they recognize that somebody's there but they can't see them. So it's a lot of radar invisibility. There's some practical invisibility as well, stealth to that. And this device is definitely made for larger vehicles. Like there's a power to it that if you put it into something smaller, it's gonna kind of overload the system.
Probably blow up Old Bessie.
Yeah, so it's not great for Old Bessie. It wasn't made for Old Bessie. It was
fair.
somehow made for like compatibility in most larger.
One might argue it wasn't actually made to be a cloaking device. Just a crazy thought.
It was made to be a toaster?
Yeah.
Well, it's a repurposed toaster.
Twice repurposed.
Twice repurposed. Yes, exactly. Randy saw it and had another vision and made a cloaking device for you.
All right, well, I'm gonna
I
look
do
at this.
desperately want to know how he got from toast to rocket-powered toast to cloaking device.
The man's got ADHD. Let him be.
All right, so I'm going to take the toaster and just go activating the cloaking device.
Yeah. Yep.
As I put it down on the deck.
Great. Excellent. I mean, nothing visible happens. Nothing.
As you would expect with a cloaking device.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like you all go invisible. You can't see each other
Right,
anymore.
so I'm going to go back up to the deck and go, all right, cloaking device is active. So we should be all set to go down to the planet if anybody's ready to go now.
All right.
Which we all are, right? We're all good?
I believe we are, yeah.
Yep.
All right,
has everything they
so Schmel coming with us, or Schmel and Yama and Otto gonna manage the plasma thing while we're down? I know Yama
God.
doesn't want to come along. She was very vocal about that, and I think we need Otto to stay up here. And if he's invisible, he can probably do donuts, and nobody will care. Get it out of his system a little bit.
Just because he's invisible doesn't mean there still aren't people on the ship. I'm gonna go, Otto, if you want to do donuts, you have to ask permission first.
We're leaving Yama in charge.
So Otto like shoots up out of the dock, and then just like does like a very slow rotation in the air. Oh, and then goes back into the dock.
Hieronymus brought up a really good point, though. We probably shouldn't just leave the 3 new crew members in Yama aboard the ship. That feels.
Well, I thought the rock crew were coming with us.
Well, all of them. I thought it was just going to be the 5 of us.
Oh,
I mean, if they want to, they can. Do you guys want to come?
They like all go.
Yeah, it's not the conviction I was looking for. Also, to be fair, I still don't quite trust that they're not still possibly going to turn on us because they did work for the guy that we're about to go murder.
But
The furthest one goes, so did you!
Yeah, well, yeah, the point is, you know, that over time you build up that level of trust and, you know, nothing personal.
Okay.
There you go. He gets it. So, Schmel, maybe you should stay here.
And watch them.
Yeah.
And Yama.
Yeah.
Because that went so well last time.
Babysitting.
It's
duty
better
again.
than just leaving them.
Aren't they password locked out of the system?
Oh, yeah, but I don't trust that they won't just, like, I don't know, start stripping the ship apart or something like that. I don't know.
Have you met them?
Yes.
One of them is doing push-ups on the deck right now. I don't think that's a problem, but I'm here to help, I guess.
I mean, Schmel, if you come along, you're probably not gonna get charmed, you know, because we're trying to cut back on that for you there.
I'm good, actually.
You sure?
I'm good.
Also, you know what? Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, Yama's espressos got me good.
Good.
Yeah.
Also, it occurs to me that if we leave these 3 people on the ship and for whatever reason they manage to destroy it somehow, which is possible, we're gonna get a new ship out of this.
Oh.
So it's alright.
Hopefully.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
So we're leaving. So who?
So Schmel's
You're
coming
coming
with
along.
us.
Right. So new ship and no Yama. Is that
No,
what we're
I
saying?
feel like we should leave Yama. She's not gonna do much if we bring her with
But
us.
she also doesn't want to come.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
main reason. Yeah.
Okay, just checking to make sure everything's squared away.
Alright. So, ready to go?
I guess so.
Alright. Let's get going then. Gonna get back on old Bessie.
Back on old Bessie. It's been a minute. I mean, you took old Bessie to next roast, but it's been a
Yeah.
minute since you were like feeling it, you know? Feeling being on old Bessie.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia, a little bit of nostalgia, even though you were just literally on old Bessie. There's just something about it. So we get in old Bessie.
Mm-hmm.
Just for funsies. Cyrus, can you roll me a piloting check?
That's an 18.
Oh, old Bessie loves you. It's a great time, actually.
That makes sense.
It's
Every time this succeeds, it's gonna make the failure that is inevitable that much worse.
yeah, absolutely. You get down to the planet. This is easy peasy, not an issue. So where you are going is Memnis. It's a very gaseous planet. There's some floating islands that are tidally locked. There's a lot of overgrowth. There's, I described this last time, there's some great trees that spiral up into the atmosphere. There's a oppressive, dusty pink canopy. There's a fog sea that's tinted lilac, black sandy shores. And you are following the information that you got from the Rock Squad about kind of where the mining town is. So you're going to the island of Krakus. There's an abandoned mining town nearby. There's some ore still in the mine. It could be used, but it's been abandoned a very, 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 very long time ago.
Place feels pretty dangerous, honestly. Maybe don't want to dig through the rock and just fall into the planet or something.
Yeah, right. And who knows why. When you get on down to the island, does anybody explore around? No?
I feel like we're on a time crunch.
Yeah, and this place feels sus.
Okay.
I don't
cool.
like this place at all.
Cool. You see just out of the corner of your eye some glyphs and evidence of past people that just are way, way, way in the past. Not like, 20 years ago somebody was here. Like,
Do we have any idea what they say?
I mean, if you're not looking, if you're not investigating, you're not gonna know.
I think
Unless you're like, ooh,
Probably.
this is neat.
Why don't we look around after we've killed the guy we've come to murder? Yeah? It'll be like a fun going out kind of thing.
A celebration.
Yeah.
Cyrus?
all right.
Look, I have confidence that we'll do this right, because if I don't have confidence, then why are we here? So, do it on the way out. Yeah?
Sure.
Right.
I mean, if they're all ancient, kind of long time ago glyphs, how could they be relevant to what we're doing now, maybe?
You're right, that's never made any sense.
Never.
History is never relevant.
No.
I'm obviously kidding, but no, not now. We shouldn't be messing with it now.
Okay, so we're heading out through the mining town, going into the jungle. I
Yep.
need everybody to roll me survival check, DC 13.
Well, I rolled a 13.
Meets it beats.
No, it doesn't.
Nope.
Because I have a -1 in
Oh,
survival.
I got a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
I got
Well, you got a dirty 20.
Well, yeah, okay.
We all know
20.
if you fail a survival check,
20.
you don't survive.
Hieronymus, what happened?
even with survival, I rolled 4 too. I got an 8.
Oh my
Hell, guys.
Well,
It's okay, Pearl got it.
it makes sense for Pearl, right? Because, like, you robot. So, let me roll this in roll 20. I don't think that's gonna make this better, but we're just gonna do this. Great. Everybody takes 9 damage.
Ow.
Everybody?
Ow. Why?
Everybody.
From,
Even
like
Pearl?
stinging insects or what?
What is my 24?
Well, you don't. I mean, you are good, Pearl. You don't. You see a big bug and you swat it down.
What are we taking damage from?
Good question.
We just walk in and go, why?
No, so
Breathing.
So what happens is you don't really have a path through the jungle, and this jungle is full of, like, every other step it lets off poisonous spores, and there's vines that hang down too low and you clothesline yourself, and
Wow, it
if
is
you
treacherous
if you
here.
pass too close to a leaf, you get a rash on your arm.
I am not built for this environment. This place is terrible.
And Schmel goes, "What environment are you built for?"
I don't know.
Sorry, I asked. So we continue through the jungle. Pearl, I need to know what the success looks like. What do you have, like a machete that pops out, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I do have my rapier and a pair of wings. So I'm just like floating through, just like. And the gas doesn't affect me because I don't have to breathe.
Right.
Oh,
So
that
like
makes
I
a lot
get
of
hit in
sense.
the face with gas and I just keep going. Like
This is fine. So, as we are passing through the jungle here, everybody roll a perception here.
Oh, good. All the skills I'm good at.
what is my perception?
Natural 1.
I've used up all of my good rolls.
I wish I had a
already.
dice tray, because if it would have fallen out of the dice tray, I'd be like,
19.
oh, I can re-roll it. But no.
A 12.
12,
17.
17. All right, Flex, what happens?
I'm gonna guess something like probably breaks my glasses or
Did
something.
your
Oh,
glasses
no.
fall off your face?
I think something along the line of like,
Not the glasses.
there you go.
I can't see without his
If you narratively do it, they're coming off.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess something along the lines of like I'm right behind Cyrus, and Cyrus like moves a branch out of the way, and then steps forward and lets it go, and it's like,
Great. Okay.
ow.
Are you all right?
Sorry.
Okay, yep, nope, those aren't staying on.
Sorry.
I got used to not wearing them actually, so fuck, just gonna put them in my pocket.
Glasses are in your pocket. Hieronymus and Pearl. What did you roll again, Cyrus?
It's like right on the bridge of my
12.
nose.
12. Okay. Could you roll a 17? Yeah. You hear a sound,
What kind of sound?
and it's a very soft. Ooh. sound.
What, like a howl?
Like a moaning
Ew.
and a howling and a very soft sound. And as you get closer to a low point in the jungle, and there's fog all on the ground. It is creeping up your ankles. And out of the fog comes 4 creatures.
This feels like a boss battle. What do they look
creatures. They look like the scariest thing that you can imagine.
like? Children.
No! Claws and fangs and teeth and spikes and coming out of the fog.
You said the scariest thing I could imagine.
not Robin, Pearl. But everybody roll me a 13 wisdom save.
Oh boy. You know I'm good at those. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Okay, rolled
Nat
off.
20.
Of course. Absolutely.
18.
8. Oh my god.
I ain't afraid of no
Really
ghost.
You're really high.
I said I rolled really high.
I said you were really high.
No, you're right. That's probably what I'm talking about during D&D.
You took the drugs you have on you.
I did not. That's for later.
That's for later.
It's 8. It was almost a nat 1, but it's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay, great.
Flux, like,
Random
looks
got a
up and it's just all
6.
blurry.
Okay.
I look up and see these like blurry shapes and I'm like, what?
Hieronymus and Cyrus, you are frightened for 1 minute.
Guys, what are we looking at? No, literally, like, what are we looking at? I
Cyrus
cannot
is
see it.
gonna start backing up.
What are those things?
How big are they?
Medium.
So,
so they're
Like our size.
roughly your size, but
Yeah.
they're like at the point where they could be like eye level with
It's
you.
kind of like when a dog gets up on its hind legs and you're like, oh shit.
yeah, about to tussle.
Okay. Grabbing the rifle, like, are we, what, are these alive? Yes? I think they are. Somebody please answer me, I genuinely cannot see. What?
Keep your voice down. They're right there.
They're walking towards us.
Yes, so don't shout.
Just crouch it down a little bit.
What do you suppose we should do?
Oh, I gotta see if Schmel. I forgot Schmel is there. We're all whispering now. Sorry. I want to see if Schmel also is scared or
Are
not.
they approaching us specifically, or do they just look like they just happen to be
I don't
nearby?
think they see us yet.
No?
Schmel is also scaled. He's scaled.
Crouching behind a tree.
He's like, I won't use charm. I won't use charm. I won't use charm.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with
We
you?
gotta get this dude in a AA meeting or something.
He doesn't have access to it is the problem.
I'm looking down at Schmel
And
like,
this is the problem with poor communities.
Schmel, there's 5 of us, and there's only 4 of them. We can take them. Come on.
You're not seeing what I'm seeing.
Look, you're right, but I don't know what I'm looking at.
Don't look at him. They're
Just peeking around the tree. What's the problem?
They're only as scary as you make them out to be.
They're very scary.
So Cyrus
What do
is
they look
going
like?
to take out the shotgun.
Okay, cool. Take out the shotgun.
I'm gonna sort of grab Schmel's like the sides of Schmel's face, be like, "What
No
do
one's
you see? Please tell me what you see, because I can't see it."
And Cyrus is gonna fire at them.
Great.
You Christ.
You fire
Frightened.
right.
I don't know that.
That gives
know.
you disadvantage, right?
What?
Frightened. That's a
That would
state.
be, I believe, disadvantage.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Roll with disadvantage.
Wait, what? He doesn't have to roll to hit. Remember?
That's true,
That's
but
separate.
he's frightened, so
right.
I need something to happen.
I mean, I don't know. You could roll with advantage on your saving throw.
Okay, so
Did the gun jam? Is it a 1 or a 2?
well, I rolled with disadvantage.
Well,
and
so if what Ian is saying is that it hits,
Okay.
whether or not.
It's just an area of effect, so I need to know if the gun broke or not. Did you roll a 1 or a 2?
yes,
Okay, the gun doesn't fire.
Great.
the first one was a 2. So if I'm rolling with disadvantage,
It doesn't matter. It just first roll. So
Yeah, so
First
Cyrus,
roll anyway,
you
so-
step out from behind the tree, and
Oh
then we
my
all see as
God.
the thing just goes and then just starts smoking.
Yeah, you give
immediately.
away our position. Don't even actually hit one.
Cyrus,
Great.
what the oh no, first shot.
Okay. So.
Luckily, Hieronymus is so terrified and frozen with fear that he is not going to make a comment about your fabulous invention.
I'm gonna try to grab Cyrus and pull him back behind the tree. I'm like, what are you doing? You're also gigantic, so I don't think I can. But I'm
I'm certainly gonna try.
Roll me a strength contest.
Oh my god.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was a nat 20.
That's a big old 5.
You're so frightened with fear, you're immovable.
Well, I
Why is
feel like
nobody telling me
Cyrus.
what's happening?
I feel like Cyrus would be so afraid, but like still very much the I'm gonna stand out there first
Yeah.
and like be the shield, but
Yeah.
I'm also terrified.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we're going in.
Yeah, I'm gonna put us into some spooky jungle times.
I love that nobody is explaining to Flux what's going on. Which
Everybody's
makes it so much worse.
scared.
I'm like, what am I looking at? And they're like, I'm freaking out. And I'm like, no, why? Why are you freaking
No,
out? I
here you
don't know.
go. Cyrus tries to explain to you, but it is in a different language, so you can't understand.
What does that mean? This is initiative?
Yeah, let's everybody roll initiative.
All right. Well, that's a big old 10.
That's a 2.
That makes
a
sense.
9.
I don't have. You know what I
I
don't.
started
have?
this shit, so have fun,
I don't
guys.
have a notebook ready because I.
Oh,
like
you're
to
frightened.
use-
You can't even get closer.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't even know if I can rage.
I need a
I don't
notebook.
think you can when you're
You,
frightened.
you can rage when you're
Can you?
frightened. You just can't move closer, which sucks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, boy howdy. Basically, what I'm trying to do here, I'm going to do popcorn initiative again. Who rolled the highest?
I rolled a 10.
10,
11.
11,
9.
9.
2.
Oh my
we
god.
rolled bad. What about Schmel?
Good question. Let's see what Schmel rolls. Schmel, come back to me. 14. Oh no,
Hey!
Schmel's got to do the
He's
thing.
so fast.
Schmel. Okay, great. So let me just write everybody's names down so that I can get the order of operations started. So we are now, let me set the scene a little bit. We're in the jungle here. We've got kind of a staggered effect going on. Cyrus is in front. Flux is kind of behind. Schmel is behind a tree. Hieronymus, are you behind a tree? Or,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hieronymus is behind a tree. Pearl, where are you in relation to the crew?
I would be right behind Flux.
Okay, right behind Flux. And spread out in front of you are 4 of these haze creepers. They are made out of fog and teeth and spines, and they are quite frightening.
If you could see him.
If you can see them, because to you it just looks like fog.
I see things. I don't know what the things
Yeah,
are.
you don't know what the things are.
You don't need to. Just start
So-
blasting.
Let's just start blasting. Great. So, Schmel has been muttering to himself the whole time.
What the fuck
And-
is wrong with you?
Okay. Jesus Crebus. Rolls a 23 on
Fun.
his spear attack. So, throws.
Is that with disadvantage?
No, you know what? You're right. Let's roll again. Let's
Because I'm
see.
like, damn, if you got 23 with disadvantage.
Let's see
Oh,
what
yeah, that's true.
disadvantage.
He's
Yeah,
great.
because those 3 are scared.
We're still
It's
scaled.
scaled.
You're right. I'm going to crawl into a hole right now.
Me too.
Good Lord, let me click on Schmel, please. Anyone?
Oh, good.
It's-
One of those.
Can you not
days.
click on Schmel?
I'm fighting. It really wants me to click on the haze creepers. 22.
Hey!
So either way,
Nice.
Schmel runs up to the first one and has a flicks out this really long lit blade that is part blade, part light. Light runs along the edge of the blade, and rolls against the haze creeper directly in front.
I'm gonna assume he has his eyes closed.
Yeah, just like saw it. And that is a 7. And that is going to hit the one closest to him.
Is there a map tab for this that you can
There's
throw us on?
not,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
That's cool.
Theater of
That's
the
fine.
mind.
It's the theater of the mind, because there's a lot of options you all could have done today.
That's fine. I just didn't know if we were
and
on the
I
wrong
just-
tab.
No,
or
I like
whatever.
fighting nightmares.
Yeah, let's fight some nightmares. Okay, great. So that's what Schmel does.
That
And so Schmel does this and then kind of like runs back, like runs up. Actually, you know what? He gets double attack. I forgot about that.
Well, technically he can't get closer anyways, so maybe he only made one throw attack.
He is gonna try again. We're just gonna see what happens. And no. So yeah, just like does a cool spear moment and then runs back behind the tree. He's not crouching anymore, puts his back against the tree, and then looks over at Pearl, because you're the most like non-effective.
Right.
And like does a little like eye movement, because he's still pretty scared. So Pearl, it is your turn.
He's scary.
He's scared.
So Pearl is going to. It's almost like the most emotion you've ever seen out of Pearl, because her babies are in danger, and so she goes in full blown like mama bear mode, and so she kind of like pushes like through Flux and Cyrus and just like takes to the air with her wings, so she's above the creatures, and she just tries blasting at one of them.
Okay.
Death from above.
Death from above.
Damn, that's pretty awesome.
So they need to make a Constitution save,
Okay.
or at least one of them does.
Yeah, give me just a second to click on the actual thing I need to click on. So, Constitution, you said. What's that we said?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
Bitch. DC was 13.
They
Is there something I can do?
you
Hold
can
on.
use an inspiration to re-roll.
The Constitution save would be the same though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, you make them re-roll with the thing, right?
Yeah, you can.
I'll try it. I got 2.
All right. We re-roll here. I'm rolling in roll 20, so you see there's nothing.
Another 14.
Another
Damn
14.
it.
Jerks.
Okay.
So I think what happens is you blast down at one and the fog moves apart. It comes back together.
Yeah.
And you do it at another one, and the same thing happens. So it's very much the same. All right, Pearl, who are you throwing this to?
Cyrus.
Okay. Well, thankfully, Cyrus is a flightless bird, so gonna rage.
Okay.
Which, ooh, okay, all right.
I love raging and not being able to get closer. You're like,
I'm scary.
come at me,
Come at me.
please. I'm begging you.
So a bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must succeed in a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage, and be blinded
And be blinded.
until the start of your next turn.
Blind
Okay.
those nightmares.
Okay.
So the DC for that is going to be 11. I believe it's going to be 14.
14.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't roll 14.
How about
Oh
a
my
20?
God.
How about a 20?
Jesus.
Still blast.
So con save's not great.
Their con is not that high. Let me just say that.
But I also don't think Cyrus is going to be able to think quite straight enough to switch out weapons.
Okay.
Just trembling, holding a broken shotgun.
Yeah, no, but that shotgun does have spikes on the other side of it, so he's gonna flip it around and then try to smack something with it, and I can do that because I have improvised weapons.
Okay.
Are they within 5 feet of us? I thought they were like a ways away.
Yeah, are they?
They are not.
They're not.
You could throw it.
But yeah,
That's what
you
I was
could-
thinking.
You
could
could
just
throw
whip
it
at
if you
him.
wanted to.
It's not working anyways.
Yeah. They are.
Piece of flux junk.
15 feet away.
You know what?
Cyrus will not throw
Like
it, but
my
he will flip it around.
Okay.
Maybe the nightmare I'm seeing
Because
is you.
it's not gonna fire, or at least not that Cyrus knows.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. So Cyrus, you raged, and nothing happened. Like, what happened specifically?
A bolt of light would shot out of his chest
Okay.
at one of the creatures.
At one of the creatures.
You can do that?
Cool.
But it didn't matter because they made the Constitution.
They made a
save.
Constitution save. Yeah, it did not matter.
I can use it each time.
Each
As
time
a
you
bonus
rage.
No, each time, each turn as a bonus action. I can do that though. So
Okay.
pew pew, motherfucker.
As long as you're raging. Okay. Who are you passing it to?
I'm gonna pass it to Hieronymus.
Hieronymus.
Hieronymus is like in every war movie where the one guy kind of loses his nerve, is kind of huddled down in the thing there against the thing shaking.
Yeah.
Hieronymus kind of looks over his shoulder at these terrifying creatures, and he kind of closes his eyes like this, and then because he is a mastermind rogue, he shouts out as a shout out to It's Riley PM in the chat and says, "Shoot the miss, Flux!" and uses the help action, so you'll get a bonus on that when you do it.
Thanks? What's wrong with you?
Your
And
broken
then,
glasses.
Amazing.
Cannot believe narratively Flux being blind is helping. This has not happened before.
Hey, listen, it's been a thorn in my side the entire time. I will take it.
And then Hieronymus is going to take the hide action.
Okay,
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does.
great. Excellent.
So what do I have to do? A stealth check for that?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. You're hiding,
All right.
for sure. Okay, and are you passing it to Flux?
And then we're going to pass to Flux.
Perfect.
So I just watched Pearl just go whoosh, like right up into the sky, while both of my companions right next to me are just going. And I'm like, what is happening immediately?
To be fair, Schmel was also terrified, yet threw a spear.
Yeah.
He did throw it there.
I'm just looking back and forth, and I think Flux feels weirdly empowered by the fact that you look terrified, and I'm like, bitch. And I'm gonna lean around the tree, and I'm gonna take a shot at one of the nearest creatures.
Okay, take a shot.
And I have advantage, right? Because it's the help action.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's actually cocked. That's impressive. So that is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, let me roll my d12 and get something better than like a 1, please.
Are you aiming at the same one that Schmel hit, or a different one?
Whichever one's like the closest, because I'm trying to make sure they don't get to us very fast. So probably.
Yeah.
Schmel hit the closest one.
Yeah.
That is going to be 17 points of damage. Because I rolled
Alright.
the highest possible number.
Great.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay.
And so I lean around the tree, and seeing this, I just kind of lean over you and just. I don't know if it looks like it hurts the thing at all.
Yeah.
I can't really tell from where I am, I don't
You
think.
can't tell because you can't see
Nope.
narratively. But it's starting to like be so the thing about these fog creatures, right, is they're made out of fog, and as we've seen with the whiff, they kind of split apart. And these hits, especially this one, start to make it more solidified. The one that you hit actually gets slightly smaller. Like it's condensing. It's as though like all of the molecules are getting more condensed here.
My crab is going to run in there now because he's with me.
Okay.
So 377's just going to jump over like our little cover that we have and try to hit that one that I just hit. He's going to go smack it.
Do a smacky.
Get him.
Get him.
That is going to be plus 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Oh, yes, thank God. That's going to be 10 points of force damage.
Okay.
Wow, look at you.
Wow, it's almost like I could, when I actually hit things, it works better for some reason.
Amazing.
This creature is now like significantly smaller, more condensed.
You're in the air, right? You're not like on the ground?
Yep.
Okay, so I can't get near you. But I think 377 is going to angle himself so that he is between you and the creature that he's trying to attack, just in case whatever happens.
Okay. So there's only one other option left here. We got 4 haze creepers on their way, and they're going to do a bit of movement. All 4 of them move very much closer to all of you, and the one that is smaller is going to. Is 377 like immune to stuff?
He is immune to charmed exhaustion and poison.
Okay.
So theoretically, he could be frightened, which is really weird to me.
Can he take cold damage?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, the smaller one does a very slow creep and reaches out and puts its foggy tendril on top of 377.
Consent, please.
And I assume a 23 hits.
Yep.
And that's 17 cold damage.
Oof.
So
That's some frozen circuits right there.
yeah, the outside of 377 is now covered in a frost, visibly. And I don't know if anything else happens past that.
I'm gonna probably not. I mean, 377 doesn't go down, but
No, I'd
suddenly is way worse for the wear.
Yeah.
I imagine this creature literally just reaches through its shell and just like grabs a bunch of stuff on the inside.
Yeah, the haze creepers are capable of moving through other creatures.
Flux's little neural link is going nuts, and he's like, oh, fuck.
You're linked to 377?
Yeah, I know where he is at all times. I need to make sure that we know where we are.
377 versus Dementors. We see who wins.
I mean, I guess. Okay, so that's the first one. The one that is like directly underneath you. There's one underneath you, Pearl. Reaches up and tries to grab your ankle as you're in the air. So is going to try to frighten you again.
Okay.
Because you saved your last frighten. So go ahead and DC 13 Wisdom save.
These dang
Oh, you know what?
forest things.
You know what? I forgot. Never mind. You're immune. Just kidding. Tries to touch you.
You're immune to frightened?
So if you succeed the first frighten, you're immune to the horrifying visage for the next
That makes
24
sense.
hours.
Okay.
So never mind. Still tries to do a touch.
No.
Does a 10. Does not hit you. Passes through, and I don't know if you feel anything, but it certainly doesn't make you cold.
Right.
So kind of like a
Cool.
There's one close to you, Cyrus, and it also tries to touch you for a 14 to hit.
Okay.
What's your AC, my dude?
I do believe that. I wish the tab would stay open. That AC is actually 14.
14. So meets it beats on me.
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, 22 cold damage.
These things are rough.
Yeah.
If only we had a healer of some
What?
kind.
What? Just like out of curiosity, is it grabbing his leg? Is it grabbing his torso? What is
Ooh,
it? This is actually important to know.
all
It
right.
grabs his leg. It doesn't do anything. 'cause he's just his
Yeah, right. No,
It
hang
could
on. I
break
have a
his
dice.
leg.
I have a dice for this. I have a dice for this. There we go.
The which body part died?
I gotta roll this again. It says full body. I can't do that. Does reach out and tendrils out and grabs like the bottom of your legs.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
I don't like that, especially
With
because
this motion, I really thought you were gonna say he grabs his ass.
There is some snaking up, but it does not actually.
My
matter.
worst nightmare.
Cold butt.
Now you know why
Cyrus is
these
now
things are frightening.
definitely not moving. If he wasn't
Cyrus-
before, he's like definitely not moving.
Yeah.
Not risking it.
Okay, great. You stuck.
Oh, okay.
So, great, excellent. And then one last one is going to. Well, so Hieronymus is hiding. So So
I'm like
that-
leaning over you. What the fuck are you doing down there?
I do think that the last one is gonna try to come for you, Flux.
I'm like hiding around the tree. Don't even see it.
Yeah, right. Reaching its tendrils around the tree, and that's a 16 to hit.
I actually think that misses. Yeah, that misses.
Cool.
Nice.
And so the tendrils kind of dissipate as they come around.
I just
so
like duck down just so they go right over my head.
they're not solid enough to do anything. They kind of wisp away. And that is the Haze Creeper's turn, and I am going to throw that to Hieronymus.
Hieronymus is going to, let's see. So attacking from hidden, I believe I would get advantage on that. Is that how it works?
You are
Yes.
frightened, so does it just
So it would
make
just
it
cancel it
neutral?
out,
Yeah. Okay.
But if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet, I would still get my sneak attack if I go to stab him, correct?
Okay. Yep.
Without a thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to attempt to stabify this one that...
Yeah. Okay. The one that kind of came around the tree.
Yep.
Got it.
Get him.
14 to hit. Is that what I'm seeing?
That is what you're saying. 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Sweet.
Thank God.
So that is 3 piercing plus 7 for the sneak attack for a total of 10.
Okay.
This thing's
And
gotta be looking rough.
This is a different one. This is a new one
shit.
that's not
I
been
thought
hit
it was the
before.
closest one.
No, the closest one went up to 377.
Right. He did. Right up
cool.
to
Is
that
anybody particularly hurtified besides me?
377 looks bad, but he's also a small robot crab. So
Let's just build a new
What
one.
about Cyrus?
Exactly.
I mean, Cyrus is pretty low. That hit was pretty hard.
All right.
Motherfucker.
And then Hieronymus is going to chuck a healing word at Cyrus.
At myself.
Yes. Well, I would like to, because if I get hit once, I am probably dying. But
Yikes.
Oh yeah, you are a weak boy.
yeah. So Cyrus, gain back 7.
Okay.
Damn it, Cyrus! Don't you die on me! Yeah.
Smelling. Okay.
As you're both cowering.
Yeah. Like in a little ball.
Throw me a bone.
All right. Hieronymus, who are you throwing it to? Cyrus?
We're going to pass it right over to Flux.
Flux.
I think at this point, Flux is realizing what's going on because I see 2 people on either side of me who are just like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are they? And I'm gonna look over at you, Cyrus, and I see you quaking slightly, and I'm gonna be like, Cyrus, I need you to wake up, buddy. And I'm gonna snap my finger in front of your face, and I'm going to cast Audacity, which is a reskinned heroism. You are no longer capable of being frightened.
Hey!
And you gain 4 temporary hit points at the start of
Audacity.
every turn.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Be like, Cyrus, buddy, come on! Snap my fingers a few times.
Get the
Jeez,
hell up.
What is
Right,
wrong
right.
with you?
Cyrus turns about to like snap, but it's like, you. Never mind. Just shoot that way.
I'm gonna look back over that direction. I think 377 is recognizing that it just took a lot of damage.
Oh.
But he's also literally designed to protect us, so he's gonna try to murder the thing that he's next to.
Okay.
Because that's the one that me and him both hit. So how? I think he can judge that it looks injured, so
Yeah.
he's gonna go for
Yeah.
another attack. Okay, that's gonna be 19 to hit.
Absolutely.
8 points of force damage
Okay.
as he just goes and like twists the claw.
Okay. I mean, it's still standing, but
These things are rough. Ugh.
that's kind of.
Should have brought those rock guys.
So. Yep. Okay, cool. My God, this is not what I wanted to click on. You know, one of those days when I'm good at things, it's never gonna happen.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Flux is going to move a little further back now that
Okay.
I've snapped Cyrus out of it.
Is that so? You just did 377. Are you taking an action as Flux?
Yeah, I gave him heroism spell.
Okay, that was your
Yeah.
action. Got
So
it, got it,
I
got it.
snap Cyrus into like being awake, and then I'm stepping back because I'm clearly long range, not meant for these guys being right there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to like the next tree back, which I don't know, probably like 30 feet away or something.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 30 feet is great.
Yeah.
Oh, we can move without provoking.
I just assumed because he was on the other side of the tree that
Ah.
he didn't have direct sight on me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, I'm throwing it over to Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Because I
thank you.
just woke you up.
Okay.
So yeah, so you get 4 temporary hit points this turn.
Oh boy. Okay.
And you need to kill like 3 of these guys or I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have fun.
Good luck.
I'd say Cyrus shifts to the side, but you don't want to move very, very, very cold metal because that very cold metal will snap. So instead, Cyrus is gonna like see that that the shotgun is out of commission and toss it to the back and be like, do you think you could fix this real quick?
After this, probably.
And he's gonna pull out the flail. And he is gonna blast again, so that's gonna be another Constitution check at whichever one is currently trying to freeze his ass, literally.
Okay. Great.
Please tell me your magical light powers counteract nightmares.
I promise I'm just clicking a button. I'm gonna
What
roll.
did you do?
I've rolled an 18.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
Okay, well
my
it
God.
still doesn't do shit. But then he's gonna whip over and just smack down on the thing.
Yeah.
Why?
Brady's sapping away all of our luck.
I don't have that much to begin with, Pretty.
I don't mean it.
Meanwhile,
You've bullied me for the last time.
the conversation between Brady and Colorado, we're like, all right, so we're gonna make these creatures that have like +10 to everything.
So
They don't. I swear to.
it's
the
an
dice
11
god.
total to just bludgeon this thing's brains in with the flail.
Yes, it hits.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
They have low AC. Oh my God.
So we just need to bludgeon it to death. Why?
What'd you roll?
It's 3 damage total. It was a 1d8 and it rolled a 1. All right. Bye, guys.
No.
Can't even
Okay.
leave. Cyrus's leg is frozen in place.
Yeah, I can't move. You're stuck. Okay. Cyrus's turn. Who you throwing it to? You've got Schmel, Pearl, and the Haze Creepers.
I'm gonna throw it to Schmel. Don't fuck. Schmel, don't fuck up.
Smel's
Okay.
been super effective thus
If the
far.
DM rolls well, we gotta give it to the DM.
Okay. So Schmel is still frightened.
Maybe I should have made him less frightened. It's too late now.
It's too late now.
Would have kept going regardless.
Yeah. And he is going to try to hit. And that one is a hit here.
was-
So
I rolled a 3.
great. So Schmel peeks around the tree like a real quick, like a gets ready and does another does like a Reachy. So
You know, the time-honored classic maneuver.
Reachy. Reachy. Repose, if you must. And then does 7 damage to Cyrus, the one near you. Like, Schmel is like creeping around you. Like, doing a cool little hit. And then it's going to try to do that again. And let's see what that turns into. No, that one doesn't hit. So it does a little bit of like a and runs back behind the tree. It's doing his best. So that means Schmel throws it to Pearl here. Pearl, you haven't had a chance yet. Because Schmel and Pearl have a connection now. So like catches your eyes, runs away like as you're up in the air, like
Okay, so I'm gonna start with bonus action Blade Song.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast a Booming Blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just link this out here so you can see it. I'm going to use my rapier to try and hit.
Smack him.
And that is a 14.
Yeah, that hits.
So now I'm going for the one that tried to grab me. So
Okay.
now if it tries to willingly move, it has to take 1d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
And that is 6 damage towards that guy.
Okay. Great. Excellent. So that happens, and we reach a point where this is the Haze Creeper's turn. So the one that you cast on is trying to move around. So you roll me some thunder damage here.
7.
7. Woo. Okay. And so what? How does this play out? Like this Haze Creeper is reaching and is trying to go to somebody else. Basically, what happens is, does it? Do you bop it, or what happens here that gives it this thunder damage?
So you almost see this like rush of like energy come through Pearl, and she slices down at it. But when she does, it's like her rapier's like lit up like it isn't usually, and she hits it, and you can see this power come like from her down her rapier into the beast, and then when it tries to take a step, it kind of like boom. Good stuff.
That's fucking rad. I wish I could see it.
Wish I could see it.
Wish
can
I
hear
could
it.
see you.
I hear
sure
like a
it's
poof, and I'm
noisy.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
there's cool shit happening over there.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that explosion?
What's going on?
And so that one is. So who's close to Pearl right now? Is it Cyrus? Roughly?
377 is probably closest.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300 is
Okay.
I prefer Cyrus not to be close.
So that one was trying to go for 377, but the shockwave kind of splits it into fog particles for a minute, and it has to reform. And you ready? Karate moves happening, and okay. So the one next to 377 is going to try to do another hit. I'm rolling off.
So 35, right?
It's a 20.
Not 20?
Yeah, not 20.
Well, it actually kind of didn't matter anyways. but-
Yeah. So, okay. I'm still rolling off the roll 20 because boy howdy. Okay, so that's 6 cold damage.
That's not possible. With a nat 20?
I rolled based off of the
You did like 20 damage to me last time.
I know.
like,
No, I got a bad roll the second time round. So like it's a full immersion actually. Like goes, it's a incorporeal type beast. It kind of like envelops 377, and then it passes through, and you just get like this outline of a creature in frost.
So, real quick, am I within 5 feet of that thing?
Yes.
Okay, because I have interception fighting style.
Okay.
So let me link that real quick.
You have a fighting style?
Yeah, I took it during our last level
Oh,
up.
shit. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Here we go. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage of the target takes by 1d10 plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So I'll roll 1d10 and my proficiency bonus is currently 2.
Okay.
Just gotta beat 6.
Yeah.
It's not that
I
bad.
rolled a 6, so that's 8.
There we go. I take no damage.
No damage.
I'm like, you bitch! Don't touch my kids!
777!
Pearl defends the crab, and
The robots are working together. They have unionized.
Don't talk about that. You're gonna get shot.
Don't tell Yama. She'll be very upset. So
No, she won't. She's racist against robots. Wait, no, that actually would make her more upset.
yeah,
Forgot.
because robots got unionized before she did.
Right.
You smack with your rapier with your wings.
Rapier.
This fog creature, and it dissipates. And after this particular one dissipates, everybody that's looking. So you're hiding. Schmel's hiding. Cyrus, I don't know what you're looking at. Flex, I don't know what you can see. Roll your perception, actually. Let me see what you can see.
Should I?
Cyrus is probably watching.
No, roll your
you're not
perception,
scared
'cause you don't have a
Yeah,
plus
Cyrus isn't scared anymore, so he's
Roll.
probably watching.
With no more +1, that's I rolled 3, so 2.
Oh my god.
Wowee.
Okay, so you don't see shit.
I know.
Great.
I was already
Pearl's
aware.
over here being so cool.
Yeah, you're
and you
missing
don't
Pearl
see any of
It's
it.
okay, Cyrus sighed.
Oh my god.
I can't help it. Cyrus already broke my glasses, which means I probably shouldn't have helped him now that I think about it. But it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. Everybody that's
And your gun.
watching watches the
And your
fog.
shotgun.
The fog rolls
Wow.
all together for one moment, and then in a dissipation, and there's no more fog anymore.
Sus.
And so
I don't
we're
trust
out
that
of
shit at all.
we're out
These
of
are just
initiative.
The babies.
We're out of initiative now.
Did they just all vanish?
um,
Did they
Supposedly.
take pity on us? That's fucking. I hate that.
I mean,
You want them all to come back? All right. So then what happens is the
Clearly,
fog
a
comes
larger
down,
predator has moved into the area and they
down from
fled.
the trees.
It's me. I'm the predator. Mama bear.
Okay. Don't test me. I'll make creatures come.
Hey, you're the one that made the encounter in the first place.
I did not actually.
Colorado's the
Colorado
one that
made the
made the encounter in the
encounter
first place. What the hell, Colorado?
He's an amazing writer.
Fuck, man.
He wants a TPK.
So the fog dissipates, and you reach this point in the jungle where it's just like one type of jungle greenery. If we all decide to move, I think Schmel comes over to Hieronymus and is like, "Let's go," try to like pick you up.
I'm gonna take a few seconds to heal 377 back up to full, because I can just do that with the mending cantrip, so I'm just gonna
Pearl
heal
would
him over and over again.
come down from the sky and get out her tube of ointment.
On Hieronymus, on Cyrus, who you ointment?
Everyone.
Everyone's greasy now.
How are you
doing?
Are you
okay? does like the cold effect immediately go away? Legs still frozen?
Your legs weren't
well,
like
they were
frozen.
cold.
They
They
were
were being
cold.
held with cold. Yeah.
It's
so-
like
I
the
don't think they'd be
car
cold
door
enough to
Hey,
break.
Yeah.
hey, you three. What the fuck just happened? What were you doing? Sir, you all started quaking like crazy.
They were scary.
Were they? What did they look like? Because nobody told me.
Just like
Fog.
creatures.
All I
with,
saw
like,
was fog.
They were like.
Were
I
they
don't know.
big
Yeah,
and, like,
definitely. And
eh,
Well, they had like
No, Schmel has totally got it right. Yeah.
and there was like this like movement with the fog, and it was.
Yeah.
They were.
Wow.
Seriously, man, they were bad news.
They were pretty horrifying.
You feel better now?
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna take that shotgun now, actually, if you don't mind. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix this stupid thing.
Okay, what does that mean? Tinker's check.
I believe it's a tinker's check. What was the number? I want to say he said 15.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with 15.
15 worked for me.
Nope.
Great.
So yeah, I work on it for a second and go, nope, yeah, fucked it up. Just gonna put it in my bag. Sorry. I wish it wouldn't have gotten messed up that early. I'm gonna have to take a little bit to fix it when we get back on the ship.
Well, better now than in the middle of something else.
That's true. You still got that laser flail thing, which is pretty cool. So,
The stun thing, or
well, no, he's got like a whip
Laser.
flail.
oh,
Laser flow. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty cool.
All the cool people have rapiers, is what I'm saying.
Smell like deflates.
And
Aw.
spears.
No, No, don't be nice to me. Neither of us really helped.
We
in
need to
this
keep
situation,
moving. It's
so.
not safe here.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna reach into my bag and look at the broken glasses and go, fucking gonna use the mending spell, because I forgot I had that.
My God!
Fine. Get your +1 back. Fine.
I genuinely just remembered that. I'm like, oh my god.
Fine. All right.
Yay.
Okay, so the 5 of you head off through the jungle, and you're in an area that has less of the poisonous kind of, you're not going to be attacked by the jungle quite as much. And you come through a clearing, and you see this big chain link fence that is just a fence with a big hole in it.
Why is there a big hole?
Like somebody already worked their way in?
Just it's rusted and falling down, and this is not. I mean, you can all investigate. If
I would like to.
Yeah, investigating
I'm
it.
suspicious of
After what we just
everything.
saw.
Yeah, I don't trust that. So.
Why? Why so bad today?
12.
12.
Hold on. Let me...
It's not an electric fence.
Wow.
Good.
I got a 9.
Hate those things.
It's a chain link fence. You've seen one once, but you used a picket fence when you were raising
True.
Delilah.
Hieronymus got a 23, so apparently I know what factory it was manufactured in.
Wow.
And it's there's a defect in this particular model of fences that it rusts in damp environments quicker.
Terrible design
It's
choice.
a really bad design choice, but it's not usually sold to this quadrant. So to you, it is very obvious. It is.
They
just
tried to go
natural
the cheap
wear,
route.
wear and
Yep.
tear.
Pan out.
Yep. Okay, so that's where we find ourselves staring at a fence. That's where I'm
Cool.
gonna leave
Great.
us for the
Good.
end of this session. Thank you so
Ugh.
much for watching Health Hits Experience. Today's adventure was brought to you by Colorado Brown. Music and sound effects provided by Sirenscape and designed by our very own Liz. Thank you to Brandon Montgomery, Molly Cook, and Alex Giomuel Gonzalez in the control room. Thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. Once again, don't forget to check out all the stuff that we are doing. We are doing a lot of stuff, and you can support us and the show that way. And we will see you again next week. Goodbye.
But like inaccurately.